Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about Nick Vujicic. Picture this. You were born without any limbs, you have no arms or legs, meaning you can't do what is considered normal, like walking or riding a bike. You start getting bullied at school because of your appearance, and you begin to consider taking your own life at the age of 10. For most people that are born with arms and legs, they usually just give up on life because of bullying or standards pushed upon the world by others. But not Nick Vujicic, an inspirational global speaker who was born without legs and arms. He took it upon himself to battle these standards and obstacles placed by the world. Here's a picture of Nick Vujicic. He has no arms and legs, as you can see, and he's surfing on top of a board. Nick Vujicic is the most inspirational person alive. I learned about Nick Vujicic around 4 years ago when I stumbled upon one of his TED Talks on YouTube. He is an inspirational speaker known throughout the world that inspired me at such a young age to be appreciative of my ability to walk and run and to use my hands to get what I need instead of giving up so easily like I've done most of my life when things get tough. While Nick Vujicic was born without any legs or arms, he inspired millions of people to advocate against bullying and to never give up even when things seemed impossible. Today, I'm going to share why Nick Vujicic is an inspiration and what it truly means to be an inspiration in this time period. First, I'm going to go over why Nick Vujicic is so inspirational and how his life has led him to be the way he is today. A truly inspirational person should be someone that is able to get up and work hard for their goals, even with the odds stacked up against him. Nick Vujicic was that type of person. When he was young, he never believed he would get a job with his disability, nevertheless get married, which according to his news article on his life published November 5th, 2021 by a news journalist by the name of Sula Kim, he was able to get married and even had 4 kids of his own. With his disability, that's insane to think that someone like that has no arms and legs could have kids. He was also able to learn how to play golf. He was also able to learn how to fish and even swim, which you would think impossible for someone with his disability. Not only has he done all these feats, which some people that have their limbs aren't able to accomplish remotely, what he has done closely remotely, he has also taken these stories around the world to 74 other countries to inspire millions of young people, folks that give up on life, that are like giving up on life. Here's a picture of him swimming, just in case you people believe it. I'm lying. Just in case you guys believe I'm lying. He's underwater snorkeling. In this other news article published November 2021 by Mumbai, a journalist, Nick Vujicic talks about how to build your inner confidence just by crossing off short-term goals every 3 to 4 months. Nick Vujicic has had thousands of people watching his public speeches, which has given them a way of perseverance through their goals, even when things seem tough. He speaks about the purpose of life in tons of his books and is not afraid to speak up against bullying whenever he sees it happening. Now that you've learned some of Nick Vujicic's background and how he's used his voice to inspire others in doing their goals, I will now speak about what makes a person inspirational overall. To be inspirational, you have to be able to get others to follow you in what you do best. You have to inspire those to have the same mentality as you. For example, in an article published in 2021 by Trent Toon, a news journalist, the article talks about how Nick persuaded some students he met to love themselves as he learned to love himself with all his problems and faults. This is one of many examples where he's tried to inspire others to be themselves and to not limit themselves from what they think is impossible. An inspirational person should have gratitude for the person they are and not care what others think about them. For example, in this article called The 3 Reasons to be Inspired by Nick Vujicic, published in 2013 by Shin Yu, an educator with 10 years of background knowledge, it talks about how thankful and appreciative Nick is. Although he was born the way he was, he is still able to live an independent life by himself, and he is able to drive a car. Nick's gratitude is based on living a fulfilling life, no matter the obstacle. He doesn't seem to back down, proving he has a head start, has the heart to inspire others while still having a disability. Now that you've learned what it truly means to be an inspirational person and how Nick Vujicic has inspired millions upon millions, I will now finish off with my conclusion remark. To summarize, Nick Vujicic is the most inspirational person alive because he has inspired millions upon millions of people to work hard for their goals. Just looking at what Nick Vujicic has accomplished is outstanding. Going from almost ending his life at a very young age to living an independent life with his own kids, being able to do activities like swimming, golf, and not to name them all. He's also written 4 books and has given speeches that have reached 74 countries all over the world. Listening to his music of hope and perseverance. I hope after knowing more about his life, people get inspired by his life and try to work harder for their goals, even if they seem impossible. So now, remember, whenever you feel like you can't do something or something is too complicated for you, think about Nick. What would he do if he was in your shoes? Would he just give up or would he push through it? Thank you for listening to my speech.